Welcome to day 2 of our Alton Towers adventures.
Day 3 of a staycation.
Yeah, we are up, we are dressed. It looks like I'm going to a Disney park, but we are not.
Oh yeah, didn't even realise.
We have, well, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock, so we're just about to go and grab some breakfast. The park opens at 10, but we are wanting to pack up and head over early to hopefully try and avoid some of the queues of getting into the resort, because that one entrance has got to serve a lot of guests.
Yeah, it took a while, didn't it? And especially if there's any issues with guests, there's not a second person to step people to the side, and so what we did with that, it was one person to take them with everything.
Yeah, so
if there's a delay at the front, it backs all the way up, which it did yesterday.
Yeah, so we want to get in early. Just about to grab our grab and go breakfast. Currently, as of the 11th of June, this is the setup until the 21st of June, although it could be longer. We won't go into the politics, but as you see, this setup might have been extended, where it's grab and go breakfast. You can eat in the Crooked Spoon for dinner, looks like by booking, but for breakfast it's a grab and go.
I think it's because they can't control the numbers as well, because there are a lot of these lodges.
Yeah.
So that suits a lot of people.
And there's lots of places to sit just outside the Crooked Spoon, although because we're literally right opposite it, we're going to bring it back and sit on our little porch, which is very cute. Then we have bought fast passes for the day. We decided to buy fast track. Sorry.
We are not in Disney.
We decided to buy them because yesterday there was a sign up that said they'd sold out. We don't know how early on in the day they sold out, but if they're sort of at limited capacity, we have really banked on buying an express fast track.
There we go.
I was going to go express pass, I was going to go universal for today, to make sure we get on a lot of the rides, like the big rides.
Yeah, we kind of want to get, we don't want to like be setting off mega late today, do we? You know, we want to play mini golf before we leave.
Yeah, and we want to avoid the traffic because we're off to Birmingham this evening and we're going out, and we've got lots of other exciting things planned, but you'll see that on our next week's vlog. But for now, I wasn't about to say I'm hungry, but I'm really not. We've eaten so much, but we're going to go and grab our breakfast and we'll show you what it is that you get. Here is the Enchanted Village, so the main hub is here. We're actually in a lodge literally just over here, one of these little ones.
Is it 7379?
Yeah.
Doing this one, and this is the main. This is the Crooked Spoon and a reception.
Yeah, then this way is to the theme park. So this is a list of everything that is on offer. Oh, I think I'll be getting a chocolate muffin.
Oh, yeah.
And orange juice. And then you just queue up over here. It looks pretty well organised actually. And as I say, there is actually some seating up on the deck here, and then there's also a load of benches over here as well, so plenty of room. I say it's 9 o'clock, this is meant to be a peak time, and we're walking straight in. You grab what it is that you want from here. One thing, there isn't any anti-back around, that's the only thing. I'll have one as well of those, please. But you grab, and then there are different stations. It looks like they all do the same thing, and you just queue up behind and then you say what it is that you want and they put them in one of these boxes. We've got our breakfast. We were meant to take our cards with us that had this voucher in to show at breakfast, but they didn't ask for that. It looked like you could queue to the left or right. It was a bit chaotic, there was no one there. I thought when you first look at it, you're like, oh, this is really well organised. And then you realise that there were some stations that no one was using, others that had a queue. And we were just stood there like in front of one of the counters, and this lady was just standing like behind, and it took her like a couple of minutes to go, yeah, can I help you? And it's like,
yeah,
oh.
She was sorting out the toast.
Yeah, well, she was doing something, wasn't she? But it's like she knew we were there, but then it took a while. It was a bit confusing. But we have gone for...
What was that to the left? Like everything.
Yeah. We have gone for the option of putting our breakfast into a sandwich, so you can do that. There was also, you could get cereal and stuff, but I don't know if you had to ask for it. It wasn't out anywhere.
And we asked for Weetabix, is what the people in front of us asked for.
But then there was a bit confusion about how to get milk, so it wasn't the best organised, but the food looks okay, making the best of what it is. I think if you're probably staying in one of the hotels, it isn't takeaway only. As I guess it's just because maybe capacity here. I'm not entirely sure, but we shall see. It looks quite nice though. You've gone for a bacon.
Bacon and shroom.
Yeah, and I've gone for sausage and shroom.
You've got a lot of sausage in there. We've put like 3 sausages in there, I think.
Oh gosh. And then we've got a double chocolate muffin and
they're
the
generous with the
standard
portions.
cartons. Yeah.
She was like, I was going to put a big mushroom in there, but I didn't know if you wanted a big one, so she just gave me some extras. So I said, "One mushroom, please."
God, that's huge.
Yeah, the bun's pretty big.
Yeah. Is it right?
It does a job.
One thing to note about here is that there is an on-site specific parking, so there is just a drop-off point over here, which is right by the main reception, where you can come down, obviously drop people and luggage off, but then the actual car park that we park in is sort of, I'd say, I don't know, 3-4 minute walk to our specific little hut that we're in. If you're further away, obviously it's a bit longer. So that's just something to bear in mind, that there isn't direct parking or long-term parking. If you are disabled, then there are disabled parking spaces that you can park in, so you don't have to worry in that instance. And they all seem to be relatively close to some of the disabled lodges that all seem to also be in like the main area. So you haven't got anything to worry about with that. But yeah, just another thing to bear in mind, that it is a little bit of a walk, unlike the actual hotels where you pretty much park, well, specifically for the Alton Towers hotel itself, you do park literally like right outside the entrance. So just another thing to bear in mind. Bye, Lodge.
Bye, love.
It seems that every Merlin resort that you go to has different rules and regulations and stuff around temperature checks. So we had our temperature checked yesterday. We got given a purple wristband. We got rid of it at the end of the day because we thought that we were going to be temperature checked again, but actually it turns out that that was valid for the 2 days. So they've just given us new wristbands. They didn't have to recheck our temperature because they did it yesterday, but just something to bear in mind. Keep hold of that. Also, this paper part of your check-in, you need to keep hold of that because that's your parking pass to get out of the park. We have just divided. I am walking through, well, this is why it's called the stargazing, because they've got little telescopes. I am just walking back through the stargazing area because this is the quickest way we found, oh, I'm out of breath, to get to the like theme park entrance. Dean has just gone to pop the stuff back in the car. I'm going to go join the queue because it's about 20 to 10. We think it might be a bit long, so I'm going to go join that, and then he can come and join me, or I can let people go past if I'm waiting for him. But I think it's going to be a bit of a long wait this morning. But let's see. This is 9:45. The park opens at 10. There is a very long queue for the monorail, but we are going to go to the left and go the hotel walking. I don't think you do have to get the monorail from the car park, but a lot of people do choose to do that. So someone just asked in the queue how long the queue was going to be from where they were. They were about 2/3 in, and it was going to be at least 20 minutes, and the park opened in 15, so I don't think they were too happy about that. Maybe there's more monorails on today, but we found that there weren't that many working. We are hopefully not going to be in too long a queue here. Just walking past the mini golf, which looks like it's already open at 9:45. I thought it was opening at 10. Oh no, it's 9 till 7. So make sure that you check that sign. Whoa, this car park is way busier already. I think this is the priority car park. I think today could be a busier day than yesterday. When we looked online, yesterday had sold out. But there were still tickets available for today, but I'm not too sure if there still are. But yeah, this was definitely the better thing to do because there's already a bit of a queue forming, and so I think this is the priority car park. It's already pretty full. We are here though at like the peak time of people arriving because the park opens in 10 minutes, but we shall see. I'm very glad that we bought our express. So we were in that queue for half an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be the longest queue of the day.
Well, I don't know, the park seems so much busier today.
No, that's the longest I want to queue today.
Oh, sorry. So our plan is to do Galactica first. We've just had a look at the queue times and they all, well, it's showing no minutes, and to be fair, it does look a lot better than it did yesterday. So we're going to do Galactica first. We have got our fast passes.
Yesterday, didn't we? And then we're like, nope.
Nope, yeah, we walked straight out again.
We'll do this, probably try getting the Nemesis if it opens up.
If it opens, yeah.
And then obviously then later on, we can come back and do them again with fast track.
Yes, exactly. But when we were in the queue, we got chatting to a really lovely family. We didn't catch their names, actually. We didn't ask, but it was really lovely to chat to them. Of course, Disney, that's the thing that brings people together.
Yeah, they spotted the Disney backpack,
yeah,
didn't
they did, and we just got chatting. They go to Disney, and they've subscribed to our channel, so thank you so much, guys. If you happen to watch this vlog, it was lovely to speak to you. I am very excited about going on this ride.
You all need it.
If you watched yesterday's vlog, you will know that we ended up with one of these refillable drinks as our unlimited drinks offer. They didn't have the FreeStyle. Well, they had the cups, but there was an issue with the FreeStyle machine, something about all the stuff that goes in it. So we couldn't get one of those, but this was £5 for like a sports bottle, and you could fill it up at any of the hydration stations. But today the FreeStyle are back up and running, so this is what we have ended up with. This was £15 as opposed to that sports bottle version being £5. So actually it was the right bargain. So we've ended up spending £20 in total on all of our drinks across the 2 days, and it would have cost like 23, 24 if we'd have done the FreeStyle across the 2 days. So we saved a little bit of money there. But we're on the FreeStyle today. There are FreeStyle stations around all of the main attractions, and although it says it's unlimited, you have a 10-minute gap in between. So what we've done is a little bit cheeky. We brought the sports bottle back in with us today and filled that up with my drink, because I have to have caffeine free, and we're then going to go back and fill up Dean's, but we'll have to do that in 10 minutes time. So these are really worth it. Even at £15, we will go through so many of these drinks today that I definitely recommend. If you buy more than one, the price goes down per unit, but one between the two of us is absolutely fine. Dean is just about to go on this. This ride is not for Katie. The park is definitely busier today.
More people walking around.
Yeah, wait times reflect it, but as you say, the people walking around. I don't know if it's because it's quite early, so a lot of people are just arriving and they're heading towards their first.
I know, because we didn't get in yesterday, did we, till like 1:30, and it like stayed quite quiet for like an hour. Like we didn't really see anyone that end, unless everybody's just decided to make a beeline for Nemesis because it was closed, and it probably still says 5 minutes when it's really not.
Yeah, maybe. But we are, because we've got our fast pass, express pass, fast track, because we've got that, we're not really that worried. So we will make a plan of action as to what way round we want to do those rides. Monorail. But we're hitting up some of the smaller ones that we didn't do yesterday. We're off for a repeat of Jewel.
I'll sit on the right this time. We're scared again.
It's a really freaky ride.
Hey, it's cool.
Yeah. If we weren't so competitive, we'd show you. Although I might leave the camera rolling just to see if there's any like sound effects. But off onto Jewel. Yeah, this way we go now. This is round 2. We will be playing at 3, so it's going to be best of 3 this time. And then I don't know what we'll do after that. Look at you, drink in hand again. One thing that we've noticed is that the opening times for Alton Towers are changing on like a day-by-day basis.
Yeah, so yesterday was 6 o'clock meant to be today, wasn't it? Just checked.
Yeah, I've literally just checked, and they've now changed that to 7 today.
And last week it was 5.
Yeah, well, at 4 and then 5, then 6, and obviously now it's 7. The weekend they've extended it until 8, and already for next week, which will be the week of the 14th, they've already extended all of the park hours from closing at 4 till 5. So
I expect that'll jump up to 6
yeah,
quite quickly.
I think it's based on the number of tickets that they've sold. I'm guessing that there's some kind of capacity because they do have a limit on the number of tickets they sell. However, I do question what those limits are.
I imagine for this park it's going to be huge because the grounds are just so big.
And the lines are really extensive, aren't they? So
yeah, I mean, you see some of the queues at like an hour, and you still see probably like another 2 hours worth of queue line.
Yeah, which does make me wonder why when you go to Florida, or like when we see what's happening in Disney World, they're all queuing outside of the queue lines. Are they just not used to it, maybe? I
think maybe the ones their queues are, you've got quite a passage, which is a huge queue line once you get through it. Even the fast pass was a long line.
I guess it's all the social distancing, but you can tell today is busier than yesterday because even the Congo River, which we went on not too dissimilar time to like right now, that's got a queue. Yeah, that's got a queue now. Probably only 5-10 minutes, but still yesterday it was nothing.
It was nothing for most of the day.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that today, it's a bit cooler.
No. Yeah, it's too cold for that. No, we did it yesterday though.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm a bit of a complainer of everything.
And to be fair, I think with buying Express today, we will. If we didn't have Express, we would probably be getting on like 2-3 things.
Yeah, and then being very annoyed.
Yes.
So I not like queuing.
Yeah. So the Express Pass that we bought, there are different tiers. There's bronze, silver and gold, and then ultimate. Ultimate is £105, but you get to ride everything as many times as you want.
Which on a day like today, if you're only here for one day, might be worth it. But it's still expensive. It's double your park ticket.
Yeah, that's on top of your park ticket. So we've went for the £65 option, which is where you get on Wicker Man. You get on the top 13 rides. When I say top 13, they have definitely added in a few little token ones, haven't they, to like bump out to 13 rides. Yeah, which we're not doing again today because we got soaked on that yesterday, if you saw last week's vlog.
It's fun, but it's too cold for that day. It's got to be a warm day to ride that ride.
Yeah. But we paid £65 for these gold Express passes each, yeah. So they are expensive, but
if you get a good deal selling the hotel, it's not actually that bad. I mean, essentially it's a free park day, so it's like buying a park ticket again. Yeah,
that's true. But for us, it's so worth it today just to make it more enjoyable. But Wicker Man next.
That guy was up, he told them off.
Yeah, apart from the fact I'm now white, black and blue from you.
The best thing to do is the heavier one over the two of you.
Sit on the left.
Sit on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Could you get thrown to the right? Like thrown to the left. Me sitting on the right, got thrown into Katie quite a few times.
Yes, but that was so good. There was a couple of bigger groups. There was a couple of bigger groups in front of us, and so they asked if there was a 2, so we ended up cutting in front of those people, legitimately, and they put us right at the very back.
It was amazing.
Oh, it's so good. The current queue is 90 minutes. From queuing and getting off the ride, and walking through the shop, we got it all done in 15.
Yeah.
I think we were on the ride in 8 minutes.
Yeah, it was about that. You checked, didn't you? But the crew got on there. It was like 7 minutes from when you last took the photo before we got in the queue. So
we have currently, let's round it up to 10. So we've currently saved 80 minutes. which is mad.
Maybe we should do that.
Just on one ride. Yeah, let's do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to round up to see how many minutes we've saved from each of the rides.
Against the advertised time, obviously we are different. But we'll see.
These refill stations are also outside of all of the main attractions. So here you have got the Wicker Man one, which is literally right opposite Wicker Man.
Cherry vanilla.
Oh, they didn't have that over at Nemesis. Okay, we'll have to come back to these ones then. Is that good? Yeah, right. I don't know why I've got my mask on. If you want a last refill of the day before you head off, literally just in sort of like Tower Street, right near the exit is where you'll find it. There also looks like there's another place that you can buy them right at the front, so that will either be your first or last stop. We are heading for the shop. Well, there is a lot of people waiting at guest relations. We were told by a lovely viewer actually, who we bumped into yesterday, so very nice to meet you.
We mentioned yesterday.
Yeah, we did. He said to us that he reckons that the reason that the annual passes aren't on sale at the moment is because they're so maxed out that people can't actually book days because they're all sold out.
He was saying that Saturdays are like basically a no-go for some annual pass holders, like they're just all booked now. Yeah,
and so I reckon if I was to predict anything, it's all going to depend on Boris's announcement tomorrow. Obviously we're not going to go into that because this is now out of date because we won't be getting this up before the announcement, but I would imagine that Merlin annual passes won't be on sale for a while, which is unfortunate because
probably not for the rest of the year.
Potentially, yeah. We would have loved to have got them. If we could have upgraded our tickets today to a Merlin annual pass, then we probably would have done, but now we don't really have any time off until next year, so it's not worth it. But one day we will buy a Merlin annual pass.
Yeah, we've got loads of stuff near us, so it'd be silly not to.
Yeah. If you watched our hints and tips video, I will leave a little link to it if you haven't. We saved ourselves £7.50 by bringing our own pick and mix with us.
I mean, I've got dolly mixture in, which I'm not a big fan of. I know you like it, but yeah, it'd be a waste.
Yeah. We also got to choose whatever sweets we wanted, so yeah. I'm chickening out of this one. The Smiler's not for me. Bye, Bob. I'll wait by the exit. Dean is just off on Smiler. I'm going to pass on that one. It's a little bit too intense for me. I'm not very good on rides that go vertical, so that you can see the sky. And I have been on Smiler a few times before, and to be honest, I just don't love it. So I decided not to push myself because I'm going on everything else, and yeah, it was just a little bit too much for me. But it is intense, this ride, like really intense.
I got a bit overconfident, put my arms up and then like took a beating for it.
Did you enjoy it?
No?
Did you?
Yeah. Much better than I remember.
I managed to film your whole ride.
Oh, did you? One thing to note, I'm trying to take a picture of my photo. I got told to put my phone down and move on.
Okay. It's because you're not allowed to do that.
He was very mean. It wasn't just me, somebody else did that and he was like, what?
Yeah. Oh gosh, look at that.
I like the
mixtape.
Yeah. Oh, it's 25, go ahead.
Oh. Oblivion?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You're not hungry, are you?
We've come to a chicken restaurant that's in where are we? In X sector.
X sector, yeah.
And what have we got?
Something very American.
Yeah.
Oh. Maple on top of
Oh, so this is a donut chicken burger. We've got it to share because it's a bit extra.
Barbecue.
This was $8.95 as a meal.
Sweet donut? Sweet.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's nice. Very weird though, because it's like sugar on top.
I had to document this. Dean's doing an Insta story. He's feeling alright. You're getting into the gram. I'm so proud.
Did this place have an app?
You can tag the location. Do you know how to do it?
No. Pretty close to the water, you
Double.
Oh yeah, if I turn the right way, that way we can see if people sneaking up nicking stuff out of the bag.
Up next, this is probably my second favourite to Wicker Man. Although Nemesis is like the original.
Nemesis is really good.
But out of like the newer rides, Wicker Man and this are our faves. It's currently got a 90-minute wait. We're tallying up how much time that we've saved per ride. At the moment, we're on about 6 hours, I think.
Yeah.
It's mad, and we haven't even done all of the rides yet. But what we will do at the end of this video, we'll tally it all up and let you know. And we're going to be really geeky and work out per minute saved, like how much it cost us.
That'll be on me.
Well, yeah.
Take a spreadsheet.
Just to see really like where the value has been, but on a really busy day, even after like 2 rides, I mean, it's like 110 minutes and you've got on in 50.
I've been in that all day. And I mean, if I really wanted to, I could use Katie's fast track to go on again.
Because it wasn't for me. But now, if you go down to the woods today,
Better not go
we haven't checked in for a while because
I don't actually know the last time.
I don't know, we've literally just been like running around the park trying to do all of these fast passes, fast tracks, because there's so much time that it takes to go between the different rides and the different areas.
And this is why I would call it a 2-day park.
Oh, absolutely, because it literally has just taken forever. I think we were, I don't know, one side of the park walking all the way over to the other, it took like half an hour. So the fact that originally this park was meant to be open 10 till 4, I think we really would have struggled. Maybe we have been a little bit more chilled, but I think we would have really, really struggled to have done all of the 13 rides. I mean, there's been a couple that we haven't done just because we'd already done them before and we just weren't feeling them, or like the teacups, I just wasn't really feeling that one. But yeah, it would be a struggle to do all 13 rides if we'd have had the 10 till 4.
Yeah, a short day.
Right, it is now time to head out of the park. We have used all of our fast tracks that we want to. The best was definitely saved till last, front row of Nemesis.
We didn't even ask for it, it literally just happened.
It was meant to be. So we're now going out the back entrance. This is the entrance where you come in the morning if you're a hotel guest. You can exit this way as well. I don't know if regular guests can, I'm assuming that they can. But we're gonna go play the speediest round of mini golf because we wanted to leave here by about 5 and it's 20 to 5.
So we're only gonna play 9 holes, but we're gonna play the other 9 holes for the ones we did 3 years ago.
Yeah, and hope it's not too busy.
It seems pretty quiet.
Absolutely gutted. This is a first for us, but we actually think it's too busy to play mini golf. I guess included in everyone's hotel stay is mini golf tickets. So, and the hotels have been pretty busy. So I think that it's just going to be really busy anytime. People have probably got the same idea as us.
If we were going to play it, we would have played 9 holes anyway, so we'll make ourselves feel better.
We have played it before. I feel
but no, we played only 9 holes. But I would have still been like, oh, I should play the 18 again.
We're going to have to find another mini golf course.